Hi, my name is Kara Anderson. My mom, Carol Blodgett, and I invented the bag holder. It is to ease the pain of cooking in the kitchen. One of the things about families cooking in the kitchen is they hate to clean up, so they end up eating out or eating junk food. Well, we invented this. It's called the bag holder. Let me show it to you. It looks just like this. It's a clear plastic cylinder, microwavable. Your Ziploc bags fit right inside here. We've made 3 different sizes: gallon, quart, and sandwich size, depending on how much you need, how much ingredients you have. So you'll be able to use the size you need. But this is used to do everything from cooking, mixing, leftovers, microwaving. And I'm going to show you how it works. Right now I'm going to bake a cake, and I've already put the cake mix, the butter, the eggs, and I'm going to add a little water in here. I'm going to leave you for a second. Now normally you would end up getting a bowl, and yes, one of the beauties of having the bowl for this one is you get a liquid, but the downside is you've got all this mess, and everyone knows that when you pour the mix of any batter, powdered batter, it ends up getting all over the counter and you end up having more mess in your kitchen. With the bag holder, it holds the bag open easily so I can add all the ingredients in it, and then you're just able to mix it up right in the Ziploc bag. I know you're thinking right now that it's probably not going to mix nearly as well as it would a bowl. Well, guess what? It does. And in fact, I'm going to mix this up, pop it in the oven so you can see that the cake is going to look exactly like if I used a bowl. Now, as you see too, I have absolutely no dirty dishes, and I'm getting ready to bake a cake. Alright, as you see, I'm mixing this all up. It's only taking me about 1 to 2 minutes. Now I'm putting this in my pan. I'm going to pour it in. And the beauty of your bags is that you can suck all the juices out. Just like that. And now I'm going to throw this away. I've baked this cake. As you can see, the pan's totally full, just as if it would be. I've wasted no ingredients. And I'm going to pop this in the oven and show you another use for the bag holder. Alright, so now I've got my bag holder again, and I've got leftovers. I've made some beef and tortellini. And one of the problems when you end up making food and you have some left in the pan is that you end up putting the big pot in your refrigerator. Well, with this, you don't have to do that. This bag holder is giving you 2 extra hands in the kitchen. So I'm going to show you that with my hearty beef and tortellini, I can set this right in the bag holder, and when I'm done with it, all I have to do is with a magic marker label it, and I can either freeze it or refrigerate it, depending on whatever I'm going to use. Now when I'm ready to eat this again, I can pop it back in here, open it up, and pop it in the microwave. 2 steps and no dishes. I'm going to throw this away. I'm going to put this in the sink. The only dirty part of my cooking right now is that I have a dirty spoon. So, I've got your bags. Once again, I'm going to pop it here. I can pop it right in the refrigerator. It gives me tons of space left in the freezer. Just like that, it's ready to go. I'm going to show you in a minute all the things that I have in my freezer that are used this way. Now I'm going to make meatloaf. Part of messing with meatloaf is that you've got to touch this raw meat. I've got the meat in here, the bag holder. I'm going to put in my bread. This is my cheeseburger. Now since this isn't a cooking show, when you look at these, don't get sick. So often I'm just whipping together so you can see the versatility of the bag holder. Alright. This is my cheeseburger meatloaf. I'm adding all these ingredients too so you can see it's all going to get mixed up properly. And I have no dishes. Got my ketchup, a little Dijon mustard, and I'm going to throw in my cheese. Wait till you see what it looks like when I put it in a pan. And I have no dishes. The lip on this bag holder is wonderful because when you start to pour ingredients in here, it's not going to spill out all over your table. So I've got this, my meat, all of my little ingredients. Oh, I forgot an egg. That's okay. Crack it right on the side, no little juices falling on the counter. And one more, because this is a nice big meatloaf. Perfect. I'm going to show you this. Okay. We're going to mix it all up in here. Nothing's getting dirty. My counters are so clean. And as you can see, I've already made 3 meals and no time has elapsed. Mixing, 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 mixing. I've got my pan here. I'm using glass just for you. Usually I would use foil, so I have absolutely no cleanup. As you saw with my beef and tortellini. We invented this because I couldn't stand cooking with all the mess. I can't stand piles of dishes. I love feeding my family healthy food, and I like being able to eat at home. But when it's over, there's piles of dishes sitting in the sink. And as you know, pretty much everybody says to themselves, oh, I love cooking, but I can't stand the cleanup, or I can't stand the prep work. Well, this is taking the prep work out of it. Okay? That took about 30 seconds. I'm going to just pull this right out of here, form it, and I've got over 60 recipes to go with this bag holder that you can use. Everything from cookies to breakfast items to desserts, meals, soups, with no dishes. Okay, I'm throwing my dirty dishes away, and there's my meatloaf, ready to go in the oven. That's it. Now, if you're like me, everyone makes extra pot of spaghetti sauce or soups to have for leftovers or to freeze. Got another bag. These fit so nicely. And they were designed for the gallon bag. So it's going to hold tons and tons of food and leftovers. Part of it is that you, like I said, throw the pot in the refrigerator. Well, you don't have to with this. You can wash your pot while it's still easy to wash instead of everything's gotten crusted. The little Ziploc plastic containers are wonderful, but they're not going to hold the weight of a pan on here. So with this, I've got soup in here. I'm going to pour it right in here. I have absolutely no splatter. I haven't had to hold and maneuver it, get it on the counter. And once again, I can pop a label on it, stick it in my fridge or freezer, and it's ready to go. So far, I think we have 5 meals in about 5 minutes without any cleanup. The next thing I'm going to do is show you can make salads in here. This isn't just for hot foods. And as you know, your bags hold hot food, so it's great. You can microwave inside here. And you can remove hot things from the stove or oven and put in here without melting the bag as long as the air stays open. So, wash my fruits and veggies. I can throw it right in here. Whoops, lost one. But that wasn't because of the bag. You've got it right here. And you've got your clean, fresh veggies already in a bag, no mess. I'll show you how to do a salad. You can make Caesar salad, tossed salads, chicken salad, anything you want in here. We've got this. Little mussels there. You can leave this open. You can add your salad. Nothing's going to spill out because it's got such a wide, nice open hole. Now I can add tomatoes, ranch dressing, a little Caesar dressing, whatever. And it's giving me that extra hand. Hopefully you understand how versatile this bag holder is. You can make cookie dough. You can make 4 batches of meatloaf at one time if you have several of these. And it's great for a fill your freezer kind of month. And here we go. I forgot to show you a couple things. One, anybody that has kids, has leftover soup, snacks, cereals, you can keep it in here in the bag that it comes in when there's only a little bit left, but why not organize yourself, as we all love to do, especially now, and throw the rest of it in your sealed containers, which keep things fresh, just like that. And see, it gave us, this bag holder gave us the opportunity to be able to do it. To hold it open, giving us basically me saying, here, can you hold this open for me? Well, the bag holder does that. And like I said, we have 3 different sizes. This is the one that we actually have made, but we've patented 3 different sizes. The other one is great, the smaller one that holds a sandwich mix. Is great for when you're doing seasonings, when you have your favorite family rub that you want to use for your chicken. Instead of trying to pour all these by holding the bag open, you can do it by setting the small one in the smaller container and pouring all your spices in there. Zip it up and it's going to stay fresh. When you have cookies and things left over, you can open this up, place all the cookies in there, and then stick the bag, take it out, and stick it right in your cookie jar. Because the average cookie jar is a little bit smaller opening, but it'll fit right into the bag. I'm just giving you other ideas to go with the bag holder. Now I'm going to pull out the cake, so you're going to have to hold on a second. So you can see that it is really a cake. It's puffing up. It doesn't have some funky, crazy colors because the flour is not mixed in there. I can't turn it over because it really isn't completely done. That's how many meals. We didn't end this and 6 hours later. It's still a little juicy, so I'm not going to tip it for you. But as you can see, it's starting to puff up. It's going to taste fabulous, just as if I made it with a bowl and spent all that time stirring and spinning. But that is how the cake's going to look. It's going to turn out exactly the way you would using all the dishes and mixing. The last thing I'm going to show you is my freezer and show you all the things that you can store. And it gives me tons of extra space in my freezer because everything, when I use the bag holder and I use the Ziploc bags, I'm going to suck out all the air and it's going to give me tons of space. All right, here I've got egg rolls, leftover egg rolls from a pack of 12. I've got a beef steak that I made a while ago because I had a big batch. We only have a family of 4, so I used half of it here. I've got extra green beans. I've got cookie dough that I made one day. I had a bunch of cookie dough. We cut them out and I put the rest of the dough in here, already cut into cookies. So now my family or my daughter can take them out as she wants them. I've got muffins already ready to be broken. These are all things that were made with the bag holder and I used absolutely no dishes. This is my spaghetti sauce right here, and I try to keep myself organized, so I've got the pasta in with this so that if I'm working late one night, my husband knows that this is the meal in itself. Spaghetti sauce and pasta. There were no dishes used in any of this except for what I had to cook on the stove with. Now you have an idea of how it all works. And once again, I hope you enjoy it and you give us a call. Bye-bye.